Hello? Hello?
Yes, Ron, hello.
Do you know when I plan to die?
When, Ron?
At the very last minute.
Tom Hardy is a British actor, screenwriter, and producer who has many outstanding works in his portfolio. He is one of the few actors who manages to transform into any character, be it a brave soldier or a dangerous criminal. In this video, we will tell you about the life of one of the most talented actors of our time.
What the hell are you? We are Venom.
Venom: How Tom Hardy Lives and How Much He Earns. Edward Thomas Hardy was born on September 15, 1977 in Hammersmith, London, in a creative and intellectual family of Catholics. His mother, Elizabeth Ann, is an artist, and his father, Edward, a Harvard graduate, is a writer and screenwriter. The boy spent his childhood in the London suburb of East Sheen on the banks of the Thames, mainly inhabited by members of the creative elite. Tom is the only child in the family, so he was surrounded by attention and care. Parents showered their son with gifts and sent him abroad on vacation. Thanks to this, the actor is now fluent in French. Unsurprisingly, in first grade, the boy did not go to public school but to a private one. His father and mother intended to give the boy the best education possible, except that he himself did not want that at all. Hardy did not pay attention to lessons, and his behavior left much to be desired. In addition, the future actor was embarrassed by his educated parents and made friends with children from more disadvantaged families. One day, a police officer came to Tom's school and told the children about the danger of alcohol and other psychoactive substances. Except in the case of the future actor, it had the opposite effect. Hardy developed an interest in substances. At the age of 11, he became addicted to beer and soon switched to heavy drugs. In the same period, the teenager got his first tattoo. At the age of 15, Tom was expelled from a prestigious school, and a year later, he had to admit that he had a severe addiction. In addition, the guy was diagnosed with dysthymia, a persistent depressive disorder. At the same time, the boy got in trouble with the law, even to the point of being arrested for stealing a car. By the way, Hardy committed this crime not for the purpose of profit, but for entertainment. He managed to avoid prison only thanks to his father's connections. Despite his addictions, Tom was fond of theater from an early age and took part in school plays. On the advice of his mother, at the age of 18, the young man entered the School of the Performing Arts in the Richmond community, from which he was expelled, and after that he enrolled in the Drama Centre London. There, he studied under the supervision of teachers who at one time worked with Anthony Hopkins himself. Michael Fassbender studied at the same establishment. He admitted in an interview that Hardy was considered the most talented student of the class. However, Tom said the same thing about Michael. At the same time, Hardy decided to try his hand at modeling. At the age of 21, he took part in the beauty contest Find a Supermodel in Me, winning it. As a prize, the guy received a monetary reward and a contract with a modeling agency. However, Hardy was soon fired due to addiction. Then the young man switched to the music industry. Under the pseudonym Tommy No. 1, he and his friend recorded a mixtape but never released it. Later, Hardy called his rap terrible, but many music connoisseurs disagreed with him.
If there's no love, there's no life. Surrounded by these lives and lies. In this world,
The same instability was observed in Tom's personal life. At the time, he was having fleeting relationships just for fun. Hardy also admitted that he had slept with men solely as an experiment. He explained this by saying that you have to try everything in life. In 1999, the actor met producer's assistant Sarah Ward. A whirlwind romance immediately broke out between the young people, and 3 weeks later, the couple legalized their relationship. It was rumored that the girl had good connections in the film industry, thanks to which Tom began his acting career. In 2001, Hardy made his debut on the big screen, starring in the historical miniseries Band of Brothers. However, his role as U.S. Army private went unnoticed. Tom appeared in 2 episodes and had only 12 lines. The career of his fellow student, Michael Fassbender, also began with this series. By the way, both actors never graduated from the drama school where they met. In the same year, Tom played SPC Lance Twombly in the war drama Black Hawk Down. This feature film became a landmark for the aspiring actor and received critical acclaim. Hardy then starred in the films Deserter and Star Trek Nemesis. The actor took the role in the latter with all seriousness, as he hoped that it would bring him worldwide fame. And indeed, Tom was nominated for the Saturn Award for his work, but the film failed at the box office and had a lukewarm reception by the audience. This disappointed the actor so much that he began to abuse alcohol and illegal substances even more. He even began to think about taking his own life. And one day, Tom exceeded the dose so much that he was on the verge of life and death. This all left a mark on Hardy's marriage. His wife insisted that the man should go to a rehab. It helped him get rid of his addiction completely, but the relationship was no longer salvageable anyway, and in 2004, the couple divorced. A year before that, the spouses stopped living together, and Tom had a fling with Korean-born actress Linda Park. Meanwhile, Hardy kept acting in films, replenishing the filmography with Dot the Eye, The Reckoning, LD50 Lethal Dose, EMR, and The Layer Cake. At the same time, Tom also performed in theater. In 2003, for his roles in the plays In Arabia We'd All Be Kings and Blood, he received the London Evening Standard Theatre Award as Outstanding Newcomer, and a year later, he was nominated for the Laurence Olivier Award. In 2005, Hardy starred in the drama Gideon's Daughter and in the war miniseries Colditz, in which he played a British officer who was captured and forced to be part of a love triangle. The following year, the actor appeared in the films Sweeney Todd, Minotaur, A for Andromeda, Mary Antoinette, and Scenes of a Sexual Nature, as well as in the historical series The Virgin Queen, where he played Robert Dudley, a real-life statesman, associate, and childhood friend of Queen Elizabeth I.
One of my own by recompense. No. You must open it.
On the set of the series, the actor met the assistant director, Rachel Speed. The young people developed a romantic relationship and they soon began to live together. In 2007, Tom appeared in the TV series Cape Wrath and Oliver Twist, and also starred in the films Flood, W Delta Z, The Inheritance, and Stuart, A Life Backwards, in which he played a real person, Stuart Shorter, a homeless man who fought for the rights of similarly disadvantaged people and was constantly harassed.
Alexander told you that I'm an alcoholic, hasn't he? I'm also a Schedule 1 offender and a thief, but I won't cause no trouble. May I have a tour of the estate, please?
The film was highly appreciated by critics, and the actor himself calls it his best work in cinema and a turning point in his career, after which he began acting in films just for fun. In 2008, Hardy starred in the action movie Sucker Punch and in the crime comedy Rock'n'Rolla, where he played the homosexual gangster Handsome Bob, madly in love with the leader of a criminal gang.
I don't want the strippers, want to. Okay. I want you.
In the same year, Rachel Speed gave birth to the actor's son, Louis. By that time, the couple had not legalized the relationship, and sometime after the birth of the child, they broke up. Louis went to live with his mother, while Tom sees him regularly. In early 2009, the biographical prison thriller Bronson premiered, based on the life story of inmate Charles Bronson, who spent most of his life in solitary confinement.
Going on holiday?
No. Something better than that. I'm going to make a name for myself.
Oh yeah, doing what?
I'm going to kill the Queen.
In this film, Hardy got the main role, for which he had to gain 40 pounds. In an interview, Tom admitted that it was easy for him as he enjoyed gorging himself on pizza and chocolate. By the way, the man loves soda very much and is also overly fond of Red Bull. To get into character as much as possible, the actor spoke by phone with the real Charles Bronson and even met with him in person. The criminal was so flattered that they would make a movie about him that he even shaved off his trademark mustache and sent it to Tom so he could wear it on the set. In the same year, the filmography of the actor was replenished with the action movie Thick as Thieves, the miniseries The Take, and the drama Wuthering Heights, based on the novel of the same name by Emily Bronte. In the latter, Hardy played Heathcliff, the central character of the movie, and for that role, he had to wear a wig.
Look who I discovered in the hall. Has Mr. Heathcliff not changed beyond all recognition, Edgar?
Not entirely, no.
On the set of Wuthering Heights, Tom met actress Charlotte Riley, who played Catherine, Heathcliff's lover. On-screen feelings turned into real ones, and the actors began a relationship. However, at first, the girl did not want to commit to the relationship because she was skeptical about workplace romances, but Hardy was able to win her heart. In 2010, the actor starred in Christopher Nolan's sci-fi Inception as one of the team members who infiltrated the dream of the big businessman's son to destroy his father's career.
You need the simplest version of the idea in order for it to grow naturally in your subject's mind. It's a very subtle art. So what is this idea that you need to plant?
We need the heir of a major corporation to dissolve his father's empire.
The film received high critical acclaim and won 4 Oscars, with Hardy being nominated for a Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actor. During the same period, Tom could also be seen on the theater stage in the play The Long Red Road, where he brilliantly played an alcoholic. In 2011, the actor appeared in the thriller Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, in which Michael Fassbender was originally supposed to star, but was later replaced by Hardy. Tom was very happy with this decision, as his partner on the set was Gary Oldman, his favorite actor and role model. At the same time, Hardy played Tommy, a young MMA fighter in the sports action movie Warrior, and for this role, he had to work hard. For 8 weeks, the man trained daily, devoting 2 hours to boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, dancing, and the gym.
Fight him. Do me a favor, guy. Go back to your bag. We don't need anybody else getting hurt. Take a walk.
All I'm saying is that if you need somebody to help you, I'm happy to keep your boy warm for you.
The efforts were not in vain, and the film was praised by critics. Tom was nominated for an MTV Award for Best Fight, and at the end of the year, he won a BAFTA Orange Rising Star Award. In 2012, Hardy starred in the films This Means War and Lawless, which was nominated for the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. His co-star was Shia LaBeouf. Despite the fact that the actors played brothers in the films, there were often conflicts between them off the set. One day, a verbal altercation turned into a brawl from which LaBeouf emerged victorious. Interestingly enough, according to the script, Tom's characters should have been skinnier, but the actor gained weight for another film, the final part of the cult Batman trilogy, The Dark Knight Rises. In it, he actually played the supervillain Bane. He actually accepted the role without even reading the script. While preparing for his role, Hardy studied various martial arts, as he had to fight with the main character played by Christian Bale. According to him, it was not easy, because as a kid, Tom was a big fan of Batman, and he had a feeling that he was beating up his childhood hero.
I will show you where I have made my home whilst preparing to bring justice. Then I will break you.
And in order to match Bale's height, Hardy had to wear 3-inch platform shoes. The film received high critical acclaim and was commercially successful, and Hardy's fee, according to some sources, amounted to $2.5 million. In 2013, Hardy starred in the drama Locke, for the role in which he was nominated for the European Film Award. Interestingly enough, the scene with Tom was shot in 6 days, 2 takes per night, as it was filmed in a single take. At the same time, the rest of the actors were in the hotel and just talked to him on the phone. By the way, Locke's cold appeared in the script due to the fact that the actor was actually sick. In 2014, Hardy appeared in the thriller The Drop and began starring in the crime series Peaky Blinders, where he played Alfie Solomons, the leader of a Jewish gang of a longtime friend of Tommy Shelby, played by Cillian Murphy.
I trust you. That's that. Done. So, whiskey. There is one thing, though, that we do need to discuss.
What would that be?
In the same year, the actor tied the knot with Charlotte Riley. Only relatives and close friends were invited to the private ceremony, including Tom's son Louis and his mother Rachel. A year after the wedding, Hardy's wife gave birth to their son Leo, and 3 years later, they had another son, Forrest, who was named after Forrest Gump. Notably, Charlotte is on great terms with her stepson Louis and absolutely adores the boy. In 2015, the actor starred in the films Child 44, London Road, and Legend, in which he played Cray twins, real-life dangerous gangsters. During the filming, Hardy seriously injured his ankle. In this film, he also acted as a producer. By the way, the wife of one of the twins was played by Emily Browning. The media rumored that the actors had an affair, but they denied it. That same year, Hardy starred in the post-apocalyptic action movie Mad Max Fury Road. In the previous 3 films of the franchise, Max was played by Mel Gibson, who was considered too old for the role in the sequel. Tom admitted that he personally met with Gibson and he blessed him to play the role. Hardy's co-star was Charlize Theron, and their relationship was not the best. The cause of the conflicts was Tom's lack of punctuality, which forced his colleague to wait on the set for several hours. One day, Charlize couldn't stand it and insulted Hardy for being late, and he, in turn, aggressively lunged at her. After that quarrel, Theron was afraid to be alone with Hardy and asked the producer to be by her side at all times for protection. Of course, later, the actors reconciled. However, the scandals did not prevent them from producing an excellent result.
Is your way home?
We go back?
Back?
Yeah.
I thought you weren't insane anymore.
The film was awarded 6 Oscars, and Tom and Charlize were nominated for the MTV Channel Award for Best Fight. 2015 was marked by another brilliant work, the action-packed western The Revenant, in which Hardy played greedy and cowardly John Fitzgerald, who doomed Hugh Glass, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, to certain death.
You best hope that the good Lord get his ass here quick, huh? Yeah, maybe he'll forgive your sins, maybe he won't. Thus I do commend thee to the Lord.
It's worth noting that in real life, Tom and Leo are good friends. After the filming was completed, the actors argued. DiCaprio claimed that Hardy would be nominated for an Oscar for this film, but Tom doubted it. And he shouldn't have, because it really was the first time he was nominated for the most prestigious film award. As payback, Tom got a tattoo saying, "Leo knows all." By the way, this is not the first such bet of the artist. Hardy has his agent Lindy King's name on his body. He promised to get such a tattoo if she gets him into Hollywood. Hardy's performance in The Revenant was also honored by a nomination for the MTV Channel Award, and at the end of the year, he was awarded the Georges Award as Best Foreign Actor. In 2017, Tom played a cameo role of a stormtrooper in the movie Star Wars: The Last Jedi, but his scene was cut. Tom also starred in the military drama Dunkirk and the drama series Taboo, where he also acted as a screenwriter and producer. By the way, Tom's father also had a hand in creating the show. The series received good reviews from critics, but at the same time, it was a financial failure for the actor. Hardy suffered a loss of $2.5 million. In 2018, Tom starred in the superhero film of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Venom, where he played journalist Eddie Brock, who became the host of an alien symbiote. Interestingly enough, the actor agreed to participate in this project because of his eldest son, who is a fan of Venom. By the way, the monstrous creature in the film is completely computer-generated, but it was voiced by Tom himself.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
After the release of the film, Hardy was nominated for the MTV Channel Award for Best Kiss and also received a fee of $7 million. In the same year, the actor was awarded the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire for services to drama. In 2020, Tom appeared in the biographical drama Capone, and a year later, he starred in the sequel to Venom, where he also acted as a screenwriter and producer. This time, the actors earned more than $7 million, but the exact amount was not disclosed. At the moment, the actor is still active in cinema. The filming of Havoc and The Bike Riders has also been completed, and Venom 3 is currently being filmed. According to some reports, Tom's fee for this film is $20 million. Hardy will also take part in the following projects: The Things They Carried, Shackleton, War Party, and Mad Max: The Wasteland. However, it is not yet known when fans will be able to see these films. By the way, according to a poll conducted in the USA, Tom took first place among the actors whose speech is most difficult for Americans to make out because of the British accent. To date, the celebrity's fortune is estimated at $55 million, which he earned through film royalties and advertising contracts. At one time, Tom appeared in an Audi and Sky Mobile commercial. Hardy also stars in PSAs. For example, he appeared in a video raising awareness about cancer. The actor also repeatedly covered the problem of stray animals in PETA videos. Tom has a special focus on philanthropy. In 2010, he became an ambassador of the Prince's Trust, a British charity which helps young people realize their creative ideas. And in 2012, Hardy and his wife became members of the Bowel Cancer Organization. In 2018, the actor became an ambassador of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Foundation, which helps serving soldiers and war veterans to regain their health. By the way, the actor himself is fond of martial arts. He has a blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu and 2 gold medals for competitions. Together with his family, the actor lives in Sussex, Great Britain. The family moved to the countryside in 2018 to ensure that the children grew up in a comfortable environment away from prying eyes. Tom hides the details of his personal life from the media and admits that he constantly changes his phone number to protect himself from hackers. Hardy owns more than $4 million worth of real estate in Richmond, London. When the family lived there, the man performed a valiant act by apprehending a juvenile delinquent who had stolen a scooter and tried to escape, but was caught by Tom. The actor previously owned a home in another London neighborhood, Wandsworth, valued at $1.2 million. The 1,300 square foot mansion includes 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, and a living room. There is also an outdoor recreation area on the property. The celebrity owns a collection of cars that includes Audi R8 Spider, Audi RS6, and another Audi R8 convertible. He also owns Triumph and Ducati motorcycles. To date, the filmography of the actor includes about 70 movies. Which role of Tom Hardy do you consider the most striking and memorable?
I'm going to make her cry now, Eddie. She will love it. Cry. Cry.
Start the process.
If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything interesting.